Welcome to the paint prep more sanding video. And the reason why I got a late start today, it looks like I'm going to have to readjust this camera. And of course, it doesn't much matter when I get to sanding. The reason why I got a late start today is was digging in the trash. I have a compressor up here, and it draws more juice than the service can carry. So my idea was, I have a closet back over here, to put a 100 amp service upstairs and run, number 10 up from the basement up to the upstairs. The thing that was holding me back is money, because I didn't have $100 or better for the breaker box. So I found a breaker box. Let's see if we can see this in the trash, and I took it all apart. And I am going to have to buy a couple small pieces. These are rusted up pretty good. This is the common side bus bar, so to speak. But I got it cleaned up good enough that I can mount that in the closet, run the wire, which I have, and then run the electricity for my compressor. So that's why we got a late start today. But that's all right, because I did put a second coat of Z-epoxy on the cowl, and it's drying up the sand now. So let me get this off the bench. I could have possibly made a mistake. And the mistake that I made is that I had to use WD-40 to free up these bolts that were just crippling in this thing. They were really corroded badly. So I used WD-40 on them to get them broke loose. So let me set this can over here. I didn't spray much, but it don't take much. Let me pull this up on my screen to see if so I can use it as a monitor. We'll go here, live events, right here. We'll go here, live events. Huh. Shows that my camera's off. What's going on here? Okay, let's see what's going on here. There we go. It's working. Okay, so now I can go over here. Got all these darn controllers. So we have to go to source. And YouTube. Come on. And history. Unbelievable. Standing. There we go. Okay. Might have to mute it. No, it is muted. Okay. We're doing good. So after last night, I've got kind of a huge mess going here, and I want to kind of cut it down. So I'm going to clean it up. There's nobody really watching anyway right now. I think I have figured out how to get the live chat to show on the screen, I think. But that's still up for grabs. If I was 17 or 15 or whatever, I figured out in a heartbeat, but it's not the case. So, if you'd like to join in to the forum or the live stream, I posted a link at the bench on how to join a Google Hangout. And that'll give you the steps to join in. I know Gordon was asking me, and some people are asking me, and I feel for you because all this shit's pretty complicated. Let's see here. Go to live control room. And we got 3 watching, it says. It says we're backup streams have a different frame rate. I don't know how to do that. But it seems to be going, so if you want to ask a question in this form, I can see, but it'll take me a few minutes to get to it. So let's clean up this crap here. I want to kind of wipe off the corner of the bench where I was working, because that's where the WD-40 remnants would be. And I would like to have a good paint job the first time without a whole lot of problems on this airplane. So, it's coming out real nice. No sense in blowing it now. If you'd like to join, you're more than welcome to join. If you'd like to text a chat link, I possibly can see it. You know, I don't know. We're going to clean this off, and then I'll bring the airplane, then we'll start sanding again. Join the live show tonight, 9 o'clock. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We got I got some regulars, guys from Canada, and it's been pretty fun. So let's see if we can wipe that off. This is water. I want to use cleaner. Okay, so I'm going to show you why I like working on glass. Because, yeah, this thing is it's all messed up. It's got all kind of crap all over it, but razor knife, some thinner on the glass cleaner, and we're back to brand new again. I know I'm doing my job. I got all the tools out. If you watch yesterday's more sanding video, you saw that I Z-epoxy decal inside and out. I think, yeah, I did. I showed that I put 3/4 ounce fiberglass cloth on it, and I let it sit. And this morning I sanded it out the first time, and I coated it again with Z-epoxy, and we kind of mixed the Z-epoxy hot, and it's dry, and we're going to finish sanding it out, get the primer on it, make it look nice, and we're both done because we're getting close to painting. I don't think I'm going to make paint today. I think it's going to be tomorrow. Could possibly see the airplane done by the weekend if I put the hump on, but I really want to stay and see the debate, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to go Sunday or not, because I don't know if they have whether they're going to carry the debate in Dayton. All right, we're close to having this done. We'll get a little thinner on the rag and wipe that up. That way we know we don't have any WD-40 on this glass. That would be a disaster. I use the crap thinner for stuff like this. Should be enough. Yeah, I like glass. So easy to clean. I'll do a close-up of the cow, show you what it looks like. Turned out pretty nice. But I thought that $100 dumpster dive was well worth it, because now I can put my electricity up here. I called my dad, and he said it's probably an old one. I said, well, it's a, I can't remember what brand it is. He said, no, that's a good one. I said, okay. All right, we're good to go. We can start the sanding. I don't know how many people are watching. Let's see here. We got 4 viewers. I know this is kind of boring, but it's pretty important, especially when I was spraying WD-40 up here. I didn't even think when I did it. Stupid. Never use WD-40 around anything you're painting. Okay, it's off. Let's turn the toolbox off. There we go. So, the cow. The cowl was puttied inside, as I showed you, and then Z-epoxied, and then glass cloth on it. Then I put a second coat of Z-epoxy on it. I just used the 80 grit to knock the big stuff off, and we'll go ahead and I'll take the big scratches out of this now. And we'll shoot some primer on it. Sand it out. This will look like plastic here. I would say it's going to take me 20 minutes to make this look like plastic. I hope the instructions that I posted in at the bench that's stuck sticky to the top will allow those people who would like to join these hangouts to do it. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. You have to kind of read up on what it takes to join a Google Hangout. But you have the link. The link is at the bench in Stunt Hanger. If you click on that link, it should open up. Accept the chat invite. Turn your camera on. And let her rip. Let me see. I might have to pick up the camera just a smidge. Let's see what I'm doing. This thing started out a half an ounce. It ended up took 11 grams to finish it out this far, 0.9, so it's 4/10 of an ounce. But that's all right, it's on the nose. When you're sanding this epoxy, if you see any shiny spots, it ain't smooth. And anytime you use the epoxy, my suggestion is do not sand with 320 because it doesn't have any tooth. Because you got to remember, dope or primer is a chemical bond. We're going to put the first coats on with 220 on it, or 220 scratch marks. Put the primer on and then sand it to 320 because from coat to coat it will chemical bond, but there's nothing to bond to when you have fiberglass or epoxy, so you got to have two. Otherwise it'll pull up. I gotta quit taking these finishing jobs. Finishing is a lot harder than building. You'll notice this line right here. I had a small problem with the placing of this hole, and I placed it too far back. Well, instead of remaking the cowl, I just cut out a piece and inserted a piece, so that actually this is the head fits perfectly now. It's perfectly spaced all the way around. I might start doing that on purpose. That wasn't an on-purpose deal. Seeing as if we're going to paint the inside of this cow, you got to rough it up too. I know it fits because I've already tested it. So I guess it's probably good enough for its first coat of primer now. We'll get some paper. Yeah. This is the part that I hate, because you think, well, that looks good, and then you put the first coat of primer and go, oh, that looks bad. I need to go get some more DC 540. Got 6 watchers. Come on, guys, go in there and learn how to join the conversation. Go to the at the bench video, click on that link, open up the chat box. We're going to take that off. That doesn't look good. When I fiberglass this, I set it on a piece of glass on a piece of wax paper so that this edge is perfectly straight. Yeah, I better grind that lip off or else it won't fit on over the venturi. Yeah, time to clean up the shithole. Clean up the mess. There it is. Okay. Much better. Okay. Now, the inside of the cowl will get painted, but we're not going to put a 20-point finish on the inside of the cowl. Yeah, that looks terrible. So we'll wait a few minutes on that. Now, let's bring the airplane in. Yeah. If you were with me last night, you'll know that I did the fillets on the bottom. And this morning I sanded them out except for this one spot right here. Man, that looks terrible. God. I absolutely hate it on the first coat of primer. It's just so hideous. Let me give you a close-up of what this looks like. And of course you can't really see it, but there are all kind of deep scratches and imperfections in this thing around here. And it'll take 5 sand outs to make it look like plastic. Yeah, I hate it. But what are you going to do? See if it fits. I know it does. A little bit of schmutz there. Yeah. So, as anybody that's ever painted would know, you could pick the thing to death. You could go over it 10 times and then say, well, that's good enough, and then go over it another 10 times. And you got to know when to fold them. So we gotta, which is good, it'll be tight fitting. I gotta move that back. So now in this part of the process, it's all about tinkering. So what do we got going here? My old thing. And here's that right here. I'm fitting the exhaust stack opening. So that it fits down there perfect. Now you don't want it to be too tight because it'll rub the paint off. So it's kind of a dance. Ah, damn. big nick in that. Oh, man. Now I gotta glue a piece of wood on there. That's the unfortunate thing about live streaming. You would have never known I did that. You're right there. Too bad it's not where the needle valve comes out, but it ain't. So now we're going to more or less do the first sand out on this cowl. I'll fix this spot a little bit. So it's pretty good. And I'll use the paper on this. I don't think I'll stay on for more than about an hour because we do have our live stream at 9 o'clock. I just thought that I would do some type of sanding today and show you my progress. I didn't, we're not going to make painting today, I can tell you that right now. It's going to be a full day of tinkering to get this right. We might not make it till Friday. That looks good. That looks good. So now we'll take 320 on this first go around of sanding. That bums me out. I did that. And you basically want to sand all the primer off. And that'll leave primer in all of those spots, and then we'll hit it again. It'll take 4 or 5 sand outs to make it look like plastic. Sanding with 320. I don't really believe that there's any need to sand with 600 before putting the paint on. I think 320 is probably good enough because you're gonna, at least the way I paint, you're gonna put the paint on and then you put the clear on and you're gonna sand with 1000 grit at the end. So 1000 up down to 5000. So I just don't think there's any need for anything less than 320 or more than 320 before the color. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. So what I've done real quick is gone over the first sand out, and you'll see all those deep scratches got the primer in it. You can't feel them, but you'll be able to see them when I hit it with the primer again. Like I say, you want to sand it 90% off. When I get back from delivering this, Tom, I'll be working on your paint jobs next. I just owed this airplane for the last year. I gotta make good on what I said I'd do. Okay, so we have the first coat of primer sanded out. Wipe it off. Oh, wait a second here and flip it over and get the top. Get some wax paper. I'll set it on some wax paper so the paint doesn't stick. Of course, this is microwave wax paper, and it don't really work like the old wax paper. Any of you older guys watching this, when I was a kid, my dad had a throwaway paper route, and we delivered, oh, I don't know, 2,000 papers a night, 3 times a week. And when it would rain, we used to have to fold papers. Well, they didn't have plastic bags back then. They had sheets of yellow wax paper. Turn the camera here. They had yellow wax paper. We used to put the paper in the wax paper, then fold it, and put a rubber band on it, and we put it in the car. I wonder how many. I think we had about 1,500 to 2,000 papers we had to deliver, and it took several hours for the 4 of us, my brothers, sister, and my dad, to fold those stupid papers. And when it rained, it really took some time because we had to fold them up in wax paper. Yeah, it's a little better. It'll be another couple sandouts. When you're doing these airplanes, you gotta kind of keep in mind, what is everybody going to be looking at? They're going to be looking at the cowl. They're going to be looking at the nose. They're going to be looking at the fillets. They're going to be looking at the rudder. So if you do all these things relatively well, and you might have, you know, a booger on a cap strip or whatever, nobody's going to notice because they're too busy looking at all the cool shit. So take your time, do these parts right that I'm talking about. The cowl, the fillets, very, very important to have nice fillets. The control surfaces that are airfoiled look much better than a flat surface. They catch your eye, the light better, and your eye goes, "Wow, that's really cool." See, this is microwavable wax paper. It ain't very waxy. It's kind of crappy, really. I wish we had that old yellow wax paper that was really waxed. This paper here feels, I don't know, doesn't feel like wax paper. Microwavable wax paper, crappy. But that's the problem. Everything that works has gone away. And they can't tell me that wax paper is some kind of environmental hazard. It's just fucking paper. Okay, so still a little bit cold, so can't quite sand it. As soon as it warms up, we can sand this. Get out the Bernie Trent sandpaper. Now this sanding here, you don't want to take it all off. You just want to take it off till it's level. And we'll hit it again with another coat. Where's all the primer? It's on the floor. That's nice. That's a good. Might be 4 sand outs on there. Now tell me what paint you can sand that fast. These chemists here at Sherwin-Williams really got their act together. But as I stated, it's got xylene in it, so environmentalist wackos might want to take it off the market because it works. Has to be biodegradable, non-toxic. You ain't supposed to eat it. And when it's dry, it really don't much matter. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the videos. We lost a couple subscribers. I guess they don't love me anymore. And Jerry, if you're watching this, you're going to be doing the urethane on the nose of this. You need to do the inside of this cowl, the inside of the nose. The outside of the nose back to the leading edge. Because dope ain't fuel proof. I just screwed that up. He gets the easy part. He gets to put the trim on it. But he also gets the tough part of sanding it with 2000 grit sandpaper and buffing it, rubbing it out. Okay, so we got another coat down on that. This will be this was number 2. Looks pretty good. Well, I just have it in my hand. Damn. So now let's make a sanding stick with 320. Okay. One more inside. Couple more outside. We'll be feeling good. Okay, so in order to keep it from sticking to the wax paper, I'm going to give it a minute here in the upright position. I'll go back and turn it over. Let's see who's watching. We still got the same 6. Let me see if I can. Oh, had to fire up and get ready for the hurricane. Hey, Swift, I see you in the chat. Anyway, I got to figure out how to get the chat to work on the television. Well, I got to go fill up sandbags. Happy flying, yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's not quite dry. Yeah, I wish it would dry faster. I could really build in if it would dry, things would dry faster. Okay, this is our third round. It's pretty close. I think I won't have to go 5. I'll have to go 4. So it'll be this round, a 400 grit sand out, and one more coat of primer, and then we'll bolt it on. And when I bring it all down to the translucent, it'll be ready to go. But let me see if we can get a closer look at that. Bit rate is kind of bad, I guess. I'm going to have to start streaming instead of streaming in this. Stream with the encoder. Let me know your thoughts. Share them in the chat window. I can see I got that open. Like, subscribe, share. If you're not a member of Stunt Hanger, it can be found at the web stunthanger.com/SMF. That's Sam, Mary, Frank. And join the forum. look at this little piece of tube here. No. Yep, one more sand out, and this will be good. And you think, what in the heck is this guy talking about? Because it looks pretty good now, but it's not perfect. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, she looks pretty good. All the scratches are gone. I gotta get a little more primer there. But if you look right here, there's a spot, and there's a spot right here. So, you know, it all depends on you, on your personal preference. If that's good enough for you, hey, go ahead and paint it. It won't, you know, it won't kill you, but this is, you know, a couple of things. I owed this airplane for a year. I want it to be nice. That my name is on it, so it's gotta be nice. If that makes any sense. Oh, there's that stick I was looking for over there. Get a second coat on this, be extra nice. Have to wait a little longer for it to dry. I do not know why my stream is buffering like that. Looks like it might drop. If it does, well, that might be just my television, because the computer says it's okay. It's the television. The television can't think fast enough to keep up. If you'd like to join the chat, you're more than welcome to. Gordon. Let me see here. Same six viewers. Oh, almost ready to sand again. If I sand it right now, it'll load the paper, so I gotta wait for it to warm up. I gotta tell you, that breaker box was such a find. Man, I got lucked out. I can't believe they're throwing stuff like that out. Let me turn this thing back and see what's going on here. It's froze up. Yeah, that's the box. It's froze up. There we go. Come on. Come on. All this newfangled stuff's pretty nice, so you got to try to use it. There we go. The engineers do not think things through. They just turn it loose, whether it's worked or not. Oh, we got that. That's a good one. And we'll have to watch that after I kill the stream. Come on. So, oh, I'm having troubles. I guess I'm just going to kill the stream until 9 o'clock tonight. Make sure you join 9 o'clock. I'll announce it in the at the bench section. There's instructions on how to join the stream. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, become a member of Stunt Hanger. My live streams are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 o'clock. We run on 9 o'clock. If there's nobody that comes on in the first half hour, I shut the stream off. If somebody comes on, I'll run it for 2 hours, 11. The thing says I can run it for 8, but I don't think I could talk for 8 hours straight. So I appreciate you guys tuning in to see my progress on this thing. And until I see you at 9 tonight, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.